My name's Terence Affleck, and currently I'm just living life to the full because it would appear, according to the experts, that my days might be numbered, which of course everybody realises but are probably not aware of. Being aware of it, I'm not so sure it's such a good thing, but that's beside the point. The thing is, it's given me the opportunity to get the family together again, which is nice. For a while anyway. To see just how they've got on over the years. It reminds me of just what a bastard I've been. I was a display man. But first and foremost, because the only thing that they ever taught me at the Catholic schools I went to was the catechism. Consequently, all I could do was read and write, thanks to the dandy and the Pinot that my mother told me before I started school anyway. But I was at such an age that in addition to having to go to school as a kid, which I didn't want to do anyway, I heard it was an art student in Sunderland College of Art at 15. And I wasn't keen on it. I wasn't particularly impressed with the education I got there. So I decided the only thing that could get me out of the bloody national service was to go down the pit. So we did the training at Kemblesworth. And it was fun and games, playing kites and that. All the wall to whitewash and it was light. And I thought, well, this is alright, pit work's alright. And then suddenly one day we couldn't go down the pit that day because there'd been a flood. And when I got down the pit, I was looking at the ceiling and it was covered in bloody brushwood and grass and stuff. And I thought, well, that wasn't there before. It's come up off the deck. And just try and imagine yourself in a place which is probably about as tall as this, full of water that you can't get out of. And I didn't like that very much. I went to the prominent pit shop, the Beamish Mary. And because, as in all walks of life, my father hadn't worked there. My Uncle Jimmy or John or cousin John hadn't worked there. They gave us the best job in the pit, and I was working at the shaft bottom, which was horrible. It was dark, damp, wet, drafty. And all you had was a little sort of alcove to shite and piss in. And eat your jam, sandwiches, and chow your baggy. Down the pit. So I did, 2 or 3 months, the pit. Don't forget then, I'd only be 16. So, one day, apart from nearly murdering the boss that I worked with, who had been down the pit a bit longer than me, I nearly fell down. Anyway, I didn't. But I thought it's time I got out of here. So, when I got out, you could just see, I've got a picture there somewhere, with not even a pinhole of light, just a glimmer of natural sunlight. And I thought, right, once I get out of this bucket of day, I'm coming back down here. So when the boss, because that pit boss ran, hired me pit battery and pit helmet in Norway. And got on the first bus to Newcastle to join the army. So, funnily enough, that place was in Biker, so we got to get the Biker from Barber Crescent, and there were just two wood huts somewhere near the bridge. Oh, and this one, and army major standing there. You want to join the army? Fill this form in. Well, I couldn't give a shite. I thought, oh man, you don't need bits of paper, I'm here. Take us away. Yeah. So I must have made an arse of this paper. And the guy, he said, what do you want to do in the army? And I said, well, I want to be a welder because I can weld a bit of stuff together and make a few sculptures. I said, he said, well, you're in such and such a trade group. You'd only be a fireman's assistant or a cook's assistant or something. And I thought, I don't fancy that. Like. He says, why don't you try the Air Force next door? Well, I'd never thought of the Air Force. My dad had been in the Air Force. I didn't recognise him. When he came back, he was black. He'd been in Iraq. And there's a very typical Terry Thomas squadron leader standing. You want to join the Air Force? Yeah. Fine. So I took a bit more time filling this form. It was my last resort, so I filled this form. He says, right, you want to be a welder? I said, yeah. Right, he says, you can be a welder. We'll give you your papers. And I think this was on the Monday or Tuesday of a week. He says, look, there's your pass for the train. Just get on the train, Central Station. It'll take you down to wherever it was. So I went. With my little parcel. Of course then you were a teddy boy at sideboards. And a TA, 20 curls haircut. Van, 16. So, you go to this RAF camp. And you stripped your gear off, all your teddy boy gear. And you were given a bloody uniform, which was horrible. You put the bucket on, and then you went for your haircut. You got all your hair cut off, and there was bloody great big lads lying, bubbling, because they had the bloody haircut. And of course, They were from all parts of the country. I couldn't understand them speaking for their accents, and they couldn't understand me. Anyway, at the camp, the original camp, Cordington, I remember it now. Where the hell it's at, I've no idea. I think it's in the West Country. So anyway, that's where we were. And we spent it. Oh, we got through there. Playing football. Putting the time in generally. There was a barrage of balloons flying about, and you wondered what they were for. You found out. You got stripped off. You got a bloody parachute on your back. You had to jump out of the bastard. And then you got on this bloody lorry that was taking you. You didn't know where. Be a kid park by then. With all your kid in. There was one of the lads, I remember, Corey lad. He wore a wedding ring, gold wedding ring, and he was jumping off this bloody tailgate before me. He jumped off, and he left his bloody finger lying in the bloody lorry. And I just picked the bugger up and give it to somebody, and they ran away with his bloody finger. I was supposed to do camp in Lincoln. Digby in Lincoln. Canadian bombing unit. And I met this guy, a Welsh lad. He was the camp postman. And anyway, he was 21 getting out of university as an art teacher. So he ran these lessons on the camp. And they were quite well attended by me as well. And I got me bloody A level or something like that. Only bloody qualification I had. Teleprinter operator was me trade, because it's in the same trade group as a welder, so that didn't matter. So a teleprinter operator. We're in Wiltshire, in Corn, next to Stonehenge. Stonehenge was just the end of the drive. So that was a hell of an experience for 16. Anyway, to cut a long story shorter, this David they call him. He says, do you fancy entering this pen competition? And I said, I'll have a go. So, he used to make the canvases from the mailbox. And you made these canvases. And I've got one there. The mate to the one that I won with. So turned out he won first prize and I was second. So that was quite a big deal when you think that was 1957. That was throughout the whole of the Royal Air Force, officers included. And I was just an LSE. However, we went off to London. We were presented with a bloody check. Well, check wasn't much good. There's somebody like me and Davis were wandering around bloody London like lost sheep in my uniforms. And we met this boss. It was just outside New Scotland Yard. And he says, "Oh, hi, get yourselves in and get your dinner." So I went in, got a hell of a meal in there. And we said, the lady who was taking the money, "Cashier, can you cash these checks?" "Yes." 11 guineas. Bloody hell. 11 guineas. So I went and bought French cigarettes. What hell of a time on the train back there. Lincoln, Digby. Which, coincidentally, served the best food in all the forces, Navy, Army. This camp, because it was only small, served up the best grub you've ever seen in your life. Why, I'd only see it on the pictures, stuffed salmon and all this selection of breakfasts, you name it. You could eat like a king, which you did. So, I was still what they call a gash bud. Now to do and all day to do it. So, as soon as the officers knew what he and I could do, forget about your jobs, lads. Get a new postie, whatever. We did a bloody officers' mess with props, decorated it all out. Sergeant's mess, did it all. That was the job, full-time job. Decorating the messes. These shifts now, just life from bloody Riley. I grew me bloody sideboards again, and I scuffed me bloody shoes, took all the polish off them, and sort of painted them a bit bluish, like Elvis Presley's blue suede shoes. And that was fine. I was determined. Before I joined up, I went to the Dole, which was in Beamish Street, above the market on the corner. There was two guys sitting on these bloody wood steps, smoking wood bangs. And them buggers had been sitting there 3 years ago. And I thought, 3 bloody years, I'd seen a bloody different world altogether in 3 years. And these buggers are still sitting there, smoking bloody dog ends. And I saw this advert in the Evening Chronicle for a male display man to dress menswear. And I remembered that the brief time I spent in Sunderland College of Art at 15, there was this guy came in part-time to teach a display. We just ignored because he was quite a good guy. Like. But I used to play with these pump balls and I'd sit them up in the window. Then I remembered that, so I thought, no TV. So I went off up the stairs to see the manager, saying this. See, there's a big shop, it's Primark now or something. Obviously, most expensive. So, he listened to what I'd done. And I just bullshitted me with it. I had no clue. So I sent for the display manager. He came in. And I noticed his cuffs on his shirt were pretty black, like dirty, but working. I thought, wait, not such a clean job, like. But there was a good company, it was a Dutch Catholic company actually, two brothers, Brankmeyers, Dutch. I was there 10 years, and I got promoted from there to, John Lightfoot was his name, my boy, display manager. He went and joined the electricity board. So I was the display manager's Newcastle. And then they opened Middlesbrough. And I went there. And sorted that out, it was in a mess. And I employed this young lad. Well, I'll give you okay for this lad to be the display manager there. He was alright. Then they opened Sunderland branch. So there was the three shops. So I was quite chuffed. 10 years with them. Used to fly to Bristol, first class to London. Got familiar with the Marble Arch branch and Oxford Street and all that. And one day I was in Middlesbrough, and this girl came in from Hartlepool College of Art with a bunch of students, display students. And she just stood in it. She hadn't a clue, hadn't a bloody clue. And it gives us an idea of what. I think when I get back to Sunderland, I'll ring the principal up and ask him what sort of qualifications you needed to be a teacher there. Mm-hmm. So amazingly, picked the phone up in Sunderland. Can I speak to Mr. Parker? Great guy he was. He smoked a pipe. First thing he said was, do you want the job? What? I don't know. Yeah, no problem. Just come down and see me as soon as you can, and the job's yours. So, bloody hell, it's good, this. So I want to see him. And, you bugger, there was at least a dozen applicants for the job with bloody great big folders. Christ knows what samples of the road are. And I thought, fuck. On me pocket, a few fucking photographs, bullshit at all. And there was like the governors and it was oh no, one of the governors said, how's Miss Davidson getting on? Now she was a very, very straight, wonderful bloody old lady. The word saying is, they must have known her. And I said, she said, she's all right. And that was it. Got a job like that. I used to get leave. And look around Stanley and think, thank God I've gotten out of this fucking hole. But the clock, which we always called it, pendulums were in there. Two brothers. And the lounge are filled with pictures for sale, which are sold. Not bad, in addition to the... Me sorry? Sorry? I mean, when you reach the dizzy height of what a coal mine was making, 1,000 a year, this one was 20 quid a week, and that's what Pittman were getting. It started at 3 quid, and it went to 5. Bloody. So I've been very lucky. Very lucky. That's when the buses used to run through Stanley. You had the left-hand side looking down from what is now Asda, which all the buses just went that way, to Sunderland and the town. And on the other side, they all went to Constant, Burnholm, so on. But it was thriving then. It was definitely Catholicism that owned Stanley. There was never any pubs on the other side of the street, for instance. But they owned all of that. But the guy that had the Roma coffee was not Italian, but there was Vincenti's Moscadini, and Val's, that was the off license. So they were the money men, like, because when I decided to buy Austin Cottage, it was 650 quid. And Vincenti, oh you bugger, I remember beautifully dressed, just like the bloody mafia, truly, bloody, cashmere, bloody coat. He walked past one day and decided he wanted to buy it. So he went to the Holmesy that lived up, the house is on there now, near the gas works. And he said he wanted to buy it and he would pay another 50 quid or something. And Holmesy had more or less said, fuck it. So I bought Olsen Cottage. Aye, on reflection, well, I mean, it wasn't too far from the coast. Some lovely walks. good walks and that. It was a hell of a lot better than the concert. We just looked upon as hello. I mean, even the windowsills here, when I moved in, were red dust. But I think, imagine living here, these two streets here, middle of bloody nowhere. Some good Christian rich gentleman buys a lumberland, decides he's going to have a pit